We had a good day here. It took a little time to adjust to a churning market and get our time to short term, but we can show you that uh, most of the day was in here. It just turned inside the oscillator, but it did point out with as it is here the down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Of course, it's 6 months, so that's very potent to get there. We had the kiss working all day here, here, here. Asked for anything to be any nicer, and use that for the timing. And let's go to the VIX quickly. Use it the same way. We get it deep here, turns it here. It had the kiss, turns it early here. You can see where it turns it over here on the chart, just so you can keep track of boom, 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 and the polarization of the different lengths, which this is shown, but just look how the purple lines make everything bounce. Boom, boom, boom. They can be used. So it was nice. We set our bars at the midnight. Look, little gap there is. And these lines are so exact. Sometimes I don't know why I draw them, but look where it topped. Here it topped. These are exacting lines, and they go to where you think it should go. And so we can use the kiss and see how they react with these oscillators, which tells us, so you can just pinpoint them. Boom, boom, boom. See, that just use that. I was using this all day. I'm not going back to show you what I did, but I drew the lines. These lines are what my little triangle showed us all day long. The thing that I had to do, I went to a 2-minute chart because I had it on longer term, and it was just one straight up bar and one straight down. But look at how this reacted. Boom. The kiss, separation, the kiss, separation. Each time it gets there, it's telling you something. Gets that green into that double yellow. Just amazing. We had the angel wings working all day, and there, this line there, that you can see, I had these lines drawn as I marked them as I went along, and it worked really well on the 2-minute chart. Just picked out the tops. Oh, you mean we missed it by that much? They worked well over here, and we can tell that our astros are giving us good indication on these turns. But again, the key to the day was getting shorter term times. Have a good day. Just going to show this inside, but look at our triangle here. Just on a bar. Works just as well if you move it around to Yep, just a little here there. This was interesting. I left it here just because um, this angel line was set here, and it gave us this at our 6, and we had 6 of these over from yesterday. It finished that off. These you can still use. You're getting up to 90% accurate with just these indicators. This was just left because it got up in here, didn't go anywhere, but there it is. A couple of things to look at here quickly. These lines were extended, were drawn yesterday with the divide, but extended. Look at how over 3 days all of that is in contact. Very interesting. We had 7 of these up, 1 through and to the number 7. This one is our triangle working again, and I moved it all day. It worked all day long, even though this was flat. Look at where it hit here. We assume it's at least held up here. Here, I wanted to leave this angel the angel telling us, but it was set here to tell the high here. But look at for over the 2 days what it was doing. It held its own. Then I put on the squares this morning, just came right off the 0 line, no trade line, drew it up there. That held all day long. Isn't that amazing? This never did get below it, but it was interesting. Flat all day long compared to yesterday, but I wanted to look at our indicator, how it went at the top. You could trade off of that yesterday. It didn't get up that far, but you could have still traded the turns on a short-term basis. Very interesting. And it did the same down here with the kiss. There's the way, here's the kiss. Look at that. Got the kiss here. Anytime it gets down into that yellow, double yellow with the green, you're going to be blocking something here. Anyway, as you go back, even in that congestion, it called that low. Had the kiss right here. But then our Astro, look at what they were doing today. Look, isn't that something? Edge of it. Boom, bang. Edge of there. These were very nicely done. Just quick look here at our VIX, even though it doesn't, it just went up and down. It's hard to see anything in that movement, but look at whenever it was in that space there with the double yellow. Interesting, isn't it? Yeah, I hear it had it going. Just it was hard to read this part, but this you could make something. And this is important here because when we get it inside day, or at least slower than it was yesterday, we can still use that, and then we can use these even though we weren't getting up into terribly overbought and oversold. Over here we have the same thing on a 10-minute. You can see how they indicated these were very nice maybe not 100%, but awful close. But with another indicator, it makes things happen. This was the morning set at midnight, went up into that second rung, held. We can see that we set here at midnight, drew our line off the no trade zone, and drew it in, and it worked fine for the first, but it did skip, which we have sometimes it'll skip a line 30% of the time maybe, but skipped the line. Look at where it just called that top. Came after this, came down and hit this. It is amazing how these lines have such an effect on. Even this one could have been used, and it stayed here. Our indicators are very good, very good. Get the precise rules. Look at that. Quickly over here, indicators are the same. They're all on 10 minute. This angel set over the blue line was the top here and the bottom here. Call that bottom. And we are just one step on both sides all day. You can't ask for anything better than that. We had the indicators here, much the same as we've been talking about, but was a little hard at first to adjust to the slower day, but it's still a good day. Thank you for your time. 30-minute chart, it's up here, but and this for all week. Look at all the polarities, the purple lines here, and how they work, how they control, and it's just nice. The kiss works up here also. Let's go over here to the 10-minute polarity set on morning, midnight. We got them up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's that number? 5. Just beautiful. Numbers. Numbers mean something. Look at how these astro points pick this up all day today. Got up here and stayed. The kiss worked here for the separation here, then a kiss here and here. A little have to interpret there, but there they are, right there. And just to confirm it, we got our VIX over here, and I'll run the, and you can see where they hit when you look at the charts. Nice combination. That's off for just a little, but we need to back it up on that, and we're fine. Okay, thank you. Played in this playground most of the day, setting different on the 10-minute worked pretty well. I started marking over here. We had the moon crossing right there. We had it crossing right there. Then we had the Astros playing their game down here. Vacant turns it. We had this kind of steady energy. Look what it did. Steady energy. Amazing. And I played with the wing today, and I just left it here, but right there is what it called it here, and it called it here, pretty close here. It's kind of nice to have. Then let's jump down here to the 2-minute. You can see my triangle sitting right there. Boom, boom. Go get it. And you move them across as we go. I'm learning more do's and the don'ts, but and I had the lines, blue lines, sitting here for a close, and used it all day. These lines were where it told us to change. Not bad. I'm going to have to start keeping more track of the movement. And let's go over here. And how can these little squares, and as you see, they're set up on 3 hours. There's midnight, 3 o'clock, 6. I couldn't quite get a number count of where I was at, but I started here with 0. It held here, but came back, bounced back to being held on 3. I guess half of 6 is 3. I tried to hold it here at 6, and it didn't at this turn, but it did on 7. It held. Look at this, just boom. But I had these angles just already drawn and extended them. Look how they controlled the market. The market was in such harmony with these geometrical formations. Now we can jump down here to our, which we've already covered, the kiss in different ways, places, and made it very fun day for a Friday. Looking forward to all the good things coming. Thank you. Looking at this at 8:53, we have some targets here, and our kiss is so right over, boom. Just the idea of where you enter here. Be nice if they hit it up to here, but and we have another one on the 10-minute that's out there at about 12 o'clock, but we're sitting here, and I just wanted to record it so it's record. Just a look at our longer term charts. This is a 44-minute, and this was left on Tuesday's opening, but look how nicely it fit with these polarities. Look at this, back down to here. It's mind-boggling, and you can go along here with the kiss down here. It's a high up here, movement, went together, kiss here, up top. It's just nice all the way around here today. And I said, angel wings here and here gives the top of the day. Just trying to find a spot for my 54, and I just put it on the first up bar on this leg, and it kind of fits here, but makes it look toppish right here. Oh, I meant to count this. Let's see what we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 8 on our number. Just amazing. Thank you for this great knowledge.